mentioned corruption. You've talked about infrastructure that's been bungled. Is there need for change in Kenya's governance at the moment? From your point of view, things going off the mark in terms of development, in terms of governance, in terms of leadership? Because if the opposition is not together, it seems as though you're asking for an opposition that is aware of what they're doing together, so that in the event they take over leadership, right?
Correct.
But does that mean that from your point of view that leadership and governance in the country has tanked?
Totally. Okay. Totally is in shambles. I mean, if at the power and the magic, I would actually explode the current governance systems and just, break it into smithereens and let it disappear outside there. And I think a better thing we mentioned, Mars, would be to export all the current guys in the governance space to Mars, so that they stay there forever, and we actually start from scratch. This country needs a reset. For me, the way I always look at things is that you can look at things in two ways. I'm both a pragmatist and an idealist at the same time. I think when you're going when you're working on ambition, and I always even tell students that, don't be economical with your ambitions. Be economical with reality. For your ambition, whatever you aspire to do, just aspire. I mean, what does it actually cost you? Because it's through this idealism that then we are able to create for ourselves the platonic state, the ideal state that we are aspiring to.
Yeah.
But we know that ideal state is not possible. So when we come to sit down, we'll be saying, that's a Singapore we wanted to go to. That's a Canaan, using political whatever.
Yeah.
However, what is possible is a new Mathare. And a new Mathare might. Well, it will not be like Singapore, but it won't have flowing sewer.
Right. Or it would have running water.
Yeah.
It would have running water.
Right.
You'll see children play in New Mathare.
It will have dignity.
It will have dignity. So you see, what we're doing is that we're using that ideal situation to come and get the pragmatic sort of situation. But we're now in a country where we've sort of lost the innocence to dream. The opposition can no longer tell us the Kenya we desire and the Kenya we actually want, because it has nothing to do with what we have now. Even what it is doing is not the Kenya we want, really. I mean, it's not the Kenya I dream of. And what the opposition is doing, is the same. So we need dreamers again. We need people who can tell us, all these things are actually possible. And we also need people who tell us that although all these things are possible, it's like heaven. It is actually, no, it's not like heaven. It's like New Jerusalem. It's like when Jesus returns. Yeah. You see, Jesus was going to return soon. And some people thought it was a matter of weeks. Of course, it's 2,000 years, and we still believe as Christians, we still believe Jesus is coming back. So we still need that. If you immediately remove that, you remove the idea of heaven, you remove the idea of Jesus turning, then all those guys who are eating chai and mandazi in the evenings and bring up children with these ethics, they'll give up.
And we don't want people to give up.
We don't want people to give up. So we must still keep the big vision of a new Kenya, not Jerusalem.
A new Mathare. We'll start with Mathare.
With a new Mathare, we must still keep that, and then at the same time say, fine guys, we will not get to Mathare, to the new Mathare next week. It is something, this week we fix the sewer.
Next week we maybe put some taps in.
Next week we put in taps. Week 3 we have kids playing football in claimed spaces. And so on and so forth.
One step at a time.
And at some point you look back and you say, what happened to the old Mathare?